Fellas, what up? We're back. And I'm back on the mic. Welcome on this good Sunday. We're going to talk about the social transition that most transgender guys are not ready for. And no one really talks about. I think the social part of our transition is grossly overlooked. And what most people don't realize is HRT, that's the easy part. Lifting weights, easy part. The hard part is integrating yourself into society as a man. And most of us do not take the correct steps and end up being depressed, lonely, or angry at the wrong things because we haven't worked ourselves into society the right way. So today, I am going to give you some tips, and by the end of this video, you will know how to integrate yourself into society properly and socially transition so you can be happy, man, so you can stop being depressed and angry and blaming everything on everyone else. We have a lot of whiny blaming in the community that goes on, and part of it is because you're not socially transitioning. Let's get into it. Medical. Everybody does medical, man. Medical transition is a part of the game. And like I said, that's the easy part. That's the part where you get all the things you want. You get all the external and aesthetic changes that everybody loves. But even with the social part, some people still hold back on the medical. What do I mean? I will explain it. The more manly you look, unfortunately, in the society that we live in, the more pressure falls on your shoulders. People expect you to actually show up as you're presenting. People expect you to be the man that you're presenting to be. So the more masculine a lot of you guys want to look, you don't realize that socially, the pressure that comes with that, as unfair as it may be, it is what it is. That's something that you need to accept. And once you transition, you actually do see the differences between male and female in our society and how you are accepted, how you're embraced, how you're rejected as a man by other men and by other women. So that's something that you have to realize before going into all this. That's also a big reason why a lot of people detransition. The social part is a bitch. But when you are transgender, you do not detransition, and there is no choice but to either learn you in a way where you can actually blend into society properly, find your group of people that you get along with, or dodge the pain points where you need to. Working out, that's non-mental. Yeah, there's a mental commitment to working out. I know it all too well. But working out does not make you a man. Muscles do not make you a man. Your shot does not make you a man. Your beard, all that does is put you in a class with other men. How you show up, that is how people determine what caliber man you are. The social part, let's get into it. Your family. Those are the people that you start with. And that's where a lot of you go absolutely wrong. Because a lot of guys are so used to presenting as a stud, your family gets used to that. Your family gets used to you wearing boys' clothes. Your family gets used to you acting a certain way. Once you start to transition, if you don't go full blown, like for example, there are people that still shave a lot. I used to. When you go around your family, say your hair grows in a little bit and then it's like you start acting kind of weird. What do you think that's doing to you mentally? That's not reinforcing positive things about your transition. That's not validating you. That is absolutely people pleasing. And it's putting you in that spot I was talking about before where you'll be angry. You'll blame everybody else for things that you're not addressing. Your family is the number one on the list because when you can deal with the people that are closest to you, when you can handle that shit, you can handle anybody. When you've been rejected by the people that are closest to you, rejection from the outside world does not fucking matter. And you know how to take it on the chin and keep moving. If you keep dodging that, the world is going to eat you up. Now, am I saying go home and revolt? No. But piece by piece, you actually do have to learn how to become you and ask for your respect or act and behave in ways where they have no choice but to give it to you. And that doesn't mean ways that are ignorant. That means live up to the man that you're trying to be. Keep your word. Work really hard. Allow yourself to transition. Figure out who you are. In social groups, one of the biggest things is when you're dealing with toxic masculine conversation. A lot of you guys do not know how to handle this, and therefore you avoid talking to every single man. Every guy is not the same, just like you are not like every other trans guy. If you walk around in fear, transandrophobia or androphobia, they're real things. If you walk around in fear, you're never going to get to know other guys. You're never going to understand how to communicate and socialize yourself with this group that you're trying to fall into. You're going to be weird. You're going to seem nervous and anxious, and you'll be prey. Because whenever you are in a field of men, it is dog eat dog. Ask any guy, he'll tell you. You build your tribe just like ladies build their tribe. And it's usually on one hand you can count. If you're looking to please your family, it sounds like, oh, well, it's all right, because that's my so-and-so. Oh, well, it's okay because I don't want to make waves. Or, well, I mean, they're used to me looking this way anyway. So what you don't understand is they're not seeing you the way you see you. And I think most of you know this. Facing it is the fear of it all. Anxiety is preventing you from changing. Fear is keeping you comfortable. And until you branch out and you actually put yourself in social situations where no one knows you, get out of the town you're in, get out of the place that you're in, get away from the people that know you, and actually see that regular people in regular life are going to treat you regular. When you go around these other people, it'll roll off your back, or you'll choose not to be around them, because that's an option, unless you live with your family. But if you're over 18, it's your option to choose whoever you surround yourself with. You're not obligated to talk to anyone. Once you socialize yourself, you can embrace your transition. Once you socialize yourself, it goes beyond shots. Once you socialize yourself, you're not insecure around other trans guys. Once you socialize yourself, you can actually understand who you are and what you stand for. Once you socialize yourself, you can listen to the opposing argument of someone else and decide, okay, you're not my type of people, I'm done. Rather than just walking into a situation and assuming everyone else is like the people that are hurting you and not validating you. Because lacking those social skills will have you feeling that way. Lacking those social skills will keep you comfortable in these groups of people in the L, the G, and the B that do not understand you. I've made videos about this. Check them out. Where do we fit in the LGB? Part of the reason why most of you stay there is because it's comfort, but that is not socializing you for the man you're trying to be. All right, before this thing get too long, I'm going to cut it, but there will be a part 2. Remember, your solutions. Learn you. Teach your family. Socialize yourself in healthy situations. If you don't know what healthy situations are, learn you and you'll figure it out. Much love to y'all. Remember, medical is everyone. Social, only a few know who they are. And this is cis or trans. Cis men stay in fear and comfort the same way. You walk through a different fire, not to go backwards. Remember that. Until next time, much love to y'all. Like, share, subscribe, and I'm out.